All glory to God. Good evening, everyone. It is an honor and a privilege to stand before you today as we celebrate Black History Month, a time to reflect on our past, take pride in our present, and chart a bold course for our future. I stand before you today as a proud veteran, leader, and a Black man who has dedicated his life to service. For 25 years, I had the honor of wearing the uniform of the United States military, bearing witness to history in ways that shaped my perspective on leadership, perseverance, and responsibility. I stood at the Berlin Wall as it fell, witnessing a seismic shift in world power right before my eyes. I fought in Operation Desert Storm and Desert Shield, navigating the harsh realities of war. After 10 years of enlisted service, I transitioned into the role of officer, becoming a field artillery officer, the most strategic and forward thinking leader on the battlefield. I deployed to Afghanistan and managed President Obama's drawdown, ensuring the safe return of thousands of soldiers. For my leadership, I was honored with the Bronze Star, the fourth highest military decoration. I spent my final years as the United States Military Academy, shaping the next generation of leaders for this country. Through all of this, I've seen it from both sides, the ranks of E1 to Major, both enlisted and commissioned officer. I know what it is to serve and be served. I know what it is to execute the plan and to make the plan. My superpower is planning, organizing, and looking at challenges from every angle, without boundaries and unconfined by what has come before. I question everything. After dedicating my life to national defense, I returned home and realized the world I'd been fighting for wasn't the world we deserve. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once wrote, "We need leaders not in love with money, but in love with justice. Not in love with publicity, but in love with humanity. Leaders who can subject their particular egos to the greatness of the cause." Today, this call to leadership holds truer than ever. Today, I answer that call, and I invite you to join me in this mission. It's time for us to tap into our own unique superpowers. Whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, a cook, a plumber, an actor, an athlete, movie star, or anything in between, each of us has a role to play in reformatting the future for success. We are the architects of what is next. Together, we will create a future founded on unity, strength, and unwavering commitment to excellence. It's been over 60 years since the Civil Rights March on Washington. I was fortunate to attend a predominantly white school that wasn't afraid to confront history head on, no matter how uncomfortable it may have been. It was there I truly learned about our American history, the brutal struggles, the unsung battles, and the resilience that defined our past. It was there that I discovered the stories of great Black leaders, Frederick Douglass, Nat Turner, Harriet Tubman, Hank Aaron, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and Malcolm X. Their courage, their sacrifices, and their unwavering determination to be heard paved the way for the progress we've made, and their legacy continues to shape that path forward. Later, I discovered a resplendent history in Africa, a legacy of brilliance that flourished long before the shadow of colonization ever fell. In those ancient days, the Greeks themselves journeyed and traded with the Egyptians, who were considered Africans by the Greeks, seeking and embracing the profound treasures of art, religion, philosophy, and mathematics bestowed by the Africans. We are not only merely inheritors of this luminous past, we are the architects of tomorrow. As builders, visionaries, and healers, we carry within us an enduring spirit that ignites progress and transforms nations. This is the gift we bring to America, a dynamic force destined to fortify its foundation and elevates its aspirations and forge a future of unrivaled strength and hope. Black history is not merely a recounting of past struggles and triumphs. It is a living legacy of America. It is a roadmap of resilience, ingenuity, and strength that has shaped not just Black America, but this entire nation. Today, we don't just celebrate Black history, we celebrate the backbone of American history. Every year, we hear motivational words. But today, I'm here to do more. I want to break that mold. I'm here to continue work our great leaders began by offering a clear plan of action for the way ahead. But before we discuss the future, it's essential to pause and reflect on our journey. Since the passing of Dr. Martin Luther King, we've achieved remarkable milestones. However, we must ask ourselves, Why has the fervor to uplift and improve our communities diminished over time? Have we fallen into the trap of assimilation, adopting a version of success dictated by external forces rather than building a success rooted in our own identity and vision? Or was it the culmination of individual victories, like the triumph of a black man reaching the highest office in this land, that led us to believe that the fight was over? Did the election of Barack Obama create a false sense of accomplishment, as if we had crossed the finish line? President Obama's election was undeniably historic in a defining moment, showing that we had risen above countless barriers, and it symbolized our perseverance, our capability to break through even the most formidable ceilings. It was a testament to our strength and resilience. But even in that moment of pride, I had to ask myself, what's next? Did that single achievement mark the end of our struggle for unity, progress, and justice? The truth is no, it did not. The reality is that we still have far too many communities entrenched in poverty. We still have systematic inequities that permeate every level of society. We still have generations of Black Americans fighting to break free from cycles of disadvantage, and far too many struggling to find a way to thrive, not just survive. The dream of full equality and opportunity remains unfilled. The work is not done. As I mentioned, the election of President Barack Obama was a monumental achievement, a testament to our resilience and the progress that we've made. Yet it did not mark the end of our journey. It was merely a milestone. The true measure of our success lies not in individual triumphs, but in the collective well-being of our communities. We must ask ourselves, are we content with the status quo, or are we ready to confront the challenges that persist? Looking forward, the dream that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. envisioned, a dream where every individual is judged by the content of their character, not the color of their skin, is still alive. It is our responsibility to breathe life into this dream, transforming it from an aspiration into a tangible reality. This requires unwavering commitment, unity, and a relentless pursuit of justice and equality. However, to truly realize this vision, we must first heed the wisdom of Malcolm X, who asserted, we cannot think of being acceptable to others until we have first proven acceptable to ourselves. This profound statement underscores the necessity of self-empowerment. Before we can seek acceptance and equality from others, we must cultivate self-respect, self-reliance, and a deep understanding of our own self-worth. I ask you to look inside and then look at us in this nation. Ask yourself, are we there yet? Empowering ourselves involves embracing our unique identities, acknowledging our collective history, and leveraging our inherent strengths. It means investing in education, fostering economic independence, and building robust support systems within our communities. By doing so, we lay a foundation upon which the broader dream of equality and justice can be built. The path to fulfilling Dr. King's dream is paved with self-empowerment. By proving ourselves acceptable to ourselves, we position ourselves to demand and achieve respect and equality we rightfully deserve. The journey requires introspection, action, and unwavering belief in our collective potential. We possess education, resources, and the power to effect change. The question is, for what are we waiting? It's time to rise. It's time to channel our collective energy into a meaningful action. The time for complacency has passed. The time to act now. The time is to get up. As Dr. King once said, we must accept finite disappointment, but never infinite hope. Let us embrace this hope. Let it fuel our determination. Let it guide us as we work together to build a future where every individual has the opportunity to thrive. The dream is within our reach, but it will only become a reality when we unite in thought, in effort, and in our unwavering commitment to better future. The time to act now. The time is to get up. So I challenge you. What are we doing today to ensure the legacy we leave for our children and grandchildren is one of progress, strength, and excellence? This is where true unity comes in, not as a feel-good ideal, but as something that we must put into action. We need a structured, deliberate plan, one that harnesses our collective talent, energy, and resources to move forward with purpose. A plan that ensures no one, no community, no individual is left behind as we continue the work of lifting each other up. But before I lay out the plan, I must first lay out what I believe are our biggest challenges moving forward. I think any plan moving forward will have to rely heavily on individual accountability and excellence as our watchword. History has illuminated a clear path for us, highlighting both the pitfalls to avoid and the transformative changes we must embrace. Our most significant challenges have often been internal, stemming from deeply ingrained mindsets and behaviors that have hindered our collective progress. Tribalism, the pervasive mentality of my block versus your block, this gang versus that gang, East Coast versus West Coast, have perpetuated division within our communities. This fragmentation has diverted our energies from collective advancement to internal conflicts, weakening our collective strength. We should have no boundaries for each other. Conditioned envy. We have been conditioned to view each other's success with envy rather than a source of inspiration. Instead of asking, how did you achieve this? We often ask, why not me? This mindset fosters resentment and undermines the collaborative spirit essential for communal growth. We have to share knowledge, whether it be the most efficient plumbing technique or how to get the best real estate deal. We have to share knowledge. And lastly, the cycle of success and disengagement. Many who have achieved success often fail to look back and uplift those still striving. Conversely, those eager to give back often lack guidance on where to start. This disconnect perpetuates a cycle where success is not shared and the community remains fragmented. We have a wealth of experience from former military retirees, corporate retirees, government, education, healthcare. We need to leverage the tools we have today to make that experience relevant and shared by all members of a community. We need a common platform. I say again, we need a common platform. To break free from these constraints, we must cultivate a culture of unity, mutual respect, and shared responsibility. Once again, by embracing our collective strength and fostering an environment where success is celebrated and shared, we can transform our communities into thriving, interconnected hubs of opportunity and prosperity. It's time to reimagine our communities, envisioning them not as areas defined by poverty, but as vibrant centers of opportunity and prosperity. We possess the knowledge, the talent, and collective strength to transform these undeserved areas into thriving hubs of hope and energy. We can create spaces where individuals not only survive, but flourish. Places where the energy of possibility replaces despair and opportunity replaces limitation. This vision aligns with the enduring legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who championed the idea of a unified community where all individuals are valued and empowered. Dr. King believed that true progress is achieved when we come together, transcending divisions to build society rooted in justice and equality. He envisioned a world where the collective strength of diverse communities contributes to the greater good, healing the scars of division and fostering a spirit of unity. By embracing this collective vision, we honor the historical greatness that has shaped our nation and continue the work of those who paved the way before us. It's time for the African American community to rise, and it's time its voice and add its voice to the greatness of America, healing the scarred areas and contributing to a future where every individual has the opportunity to thrive. Our communities are rich with talent and creativity, spanning from our celebrated artists and athletes to our dedicated doctors, lawyers, engineers, and tradespeople. This diverse pool of skills and expertise position us uniquely to drive transformative change in every neighborhood that needs our help. By uniting our collective talents, we can create, develop, and build initiatives that not only highlight our capabilities, but also generate the necessary funding to support our endeavors. This approach allows us to take ownership of our projects, ensuring they reflect our values and aspirations. For instance, the Essence Festival, a week-long celebration of Black culture and music, has a significant economic impact on New Orleans. In 2023, the festival was projected to generate $300 million for the city. Similarly, Mardi Gras in New Orleans, a vibrant annual festival, contributes nearly $900 million to the local economy. These examples, primarily music-focused events, demonstrate that when we channel our collective energy into well-organized, community-driven projects, we can achieve remarkable outcomes. Imagine expanding this model to include diverse activities such as 3-on-3 basketball tournaments, 7-on-7 football tournaments, comedy shows, outdoor concerts spanning multiple genres, and a variety of food venues. By integrating these elements, we can attract a broader audience, enhance community engagements, and generate substantial economic benefits. We have all the talent the world wants to see. I say again, we have all the talent that the world wants to see. It's time to use our talent to make situations in impoverished communities better on a national level. Treat it like a project plan. In the plan I propose, we set clear financial targets from the outset, attaching a definitive price tag to our initiatives. I strongly believe that this upfront transparency not only sharpens our focus, but also galvanizes our ability to cooperate as a productive, unified team, decisively eliminating the shadows of perceived thievery and fraud that have long haunted our community. In my vision, before any groundbreaking begins, we develop a detailed 3D scale model of every location we intend to transform, meticulously identifying every single aspect of the transformation. This level of detailed planning mirrors a well-crafted project plan, ensuring that every dollar generated is purposely reinvested into meaningful community development projects. This structured and accountable approach not only nurtures a deep sense of ownership and pride within the community, but also fuels a sustainable cycle of local economic growth and long-term progress. The time to act is now. By harnessing our collective talents and resources, we can transform our neighborhoods into vibrant, thriving communities that reflect our vision and potential. This is our moment to rise, to unite, and to build a future that reflects our collective potential and unwavering commitment to each other. It's time to get up. As I stand before you today, I'm filled with a profound sense of purpose and gratitude. This moment is a culmination of a journey that has been both unexpected and enlightening. I want to share a story with you about this journey. In a moment of deep reflection and quiet meditation, I sought the wisdom and guidance of the indomitable spirit of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. With the utmost respect for his transformative vision, I pondered, if Dr. King was alive today, witnessing the challenges we face, what questions would he ask us? What would he call upon us to recognize and change? In that moment, I yearned for the kind of inspiration that could only be drawn from his timeless wisdom, hoping to find the clarity needed to address the struggles of our present and shape a better future, just as he did with such profound impact in his time. In my imagining, this is what I see. I envision Dr. King coming up to me. Chris, get up. Yes, sir. It's been over 60 years since I've been gone. I left you with a dream and a vision. Tell me, what has changed? Sir, we've had a black president. Black Americans now have a $1.4 trillion spending power. We dominate sports and entertainment, and we have more opportunities than ever before. Chris, how are my people really doing? Well, sir, black poverty still sits at 17.9%. Single-parent households have reached 25.9%. Black men are incarcerated at rates nearly triple than what they were in 1968. 40% of African Americans still rely on government assistance. Chris, we can do better. Until more are succeeding than failing, then we are not done. There's more work to do. It's time to get up. Did you hear me? Until more are succeeding than failing, then we are not done. There's more work to do. It's time to get up. Yes, sir. These statistics are not just numbers. They represent our brothers, sisters, children, and elderly people who continue to face systematic challenges. The disparities in poverty rates, family structures, and incarceration are stark reminders of the work that remains. As Dr. King emphasized, our separate struggles are really one struggle for freedom, for dignity, and for humanity. It is incumbent upon us to honor the legacy of those who fought before us by continuing to fight for equality and justice. We must rise above the challenges, unite in purpose, and work tirelessly to create a future where success is not the exception, but the norm for all. Until more are succeeding than failing, then we are not done. There is more work to do. It's time to get up. Before I move forward, I feel it's important first. Let me define who the we are. I keep saying we. Chris, who are you talking about when you say we? It cannot be an abstract concept. We must be individuals ready to take decisive action. Those of us who can must rise. Malcolm X once said, we cannot think of being acceptable to others until we have first proven acceptable to ourselves. Many of us has demonstrated our ability to build on our own, lead and on a personal scale. Some have reached greater heights, providing education, housing, and scholarships for the underprivileged. These individual efforts are commendable, but in the grand scheme, they are just the tip of the iceberg. I have a plan that unites these individual strengths into a cohesive force across this great nation. This templated project plan empowers each of us to utilize our unique superpowers. Doctors, lawyers, cooks, plumbers, actors, athletes, or any other profession, to achieve a collective mindset. Until more are succeeding than failing, then we are not done. At every level of this plan, there's a need for specialized skills. In initial stages, we require planners, developers, engineers, teachers, and professionals from all trades essential for developing a city. As the project progresses, the involvement of our diverse talents becomes even more crucial. Whether you're a movie star, athlete, singer, or hold any other esteemed position, your participation is vital. Your influence and expertise can inspire and mobilize others, amplifying the impact of our collective efforts. By harnessing our collective talents and resources, we can transform our neighborhoods into vibrant, thriving communities that reflect our shared vision and potential. This is our moment to rise, to unite, and to build a future that reflects our collective potential and unwavering commitment to each other. It's time to get up. It's time to rise from complacency and take charge of our destiny. The time for waiting is over. The time for action is now. Let's unite, harness our collective strength, and build a future where every individual has the opportunity to thrive. As we embark on this transformative journey, it's essential to recognize that our collective efforts will benefit not only the African American community, but also our Latino brothers and a significant white population. Poverty knows no color. It is a universal challenge that affects us all. By addressing this issue together, we uplift not only ourselves, but also our neighbors, fostering a more equitable society for everyone. We can work together, maintaining our cultural differences and make America stronger for it. Our diverse backgrounds and unique perspectives are not obstacles, but assets that, when united, enhance our nation's resilience and innovation. Embracing this diversity allows us to create an environment where everyone feels included and respected, leading to a more robust and unified America. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once wrote to Cesar Chavez, "Our separate struggles are really one struggle for freedom, for dignity, and for humanity." This sentiment holds even true today as we unite across communities to address the challenges of poverty and inequality by recognizing our shared struggles and working together. We honor Dr. King's vision of a united front striving for justice and equality. By embracing our shared community and working together, we can create a future where prosperity and opportunity are acceptable to all, regardless of background or circumstance. This unity, not just a moral imperative, but a strategic advantage that can drive sustainable and inclusive growth for our communities. I found myself torn between two paths. Should this moment be one of celebration, or should it serve as a pivotal moment where we move beyond reflection and step boldly into action? As I shared with you earlier, my intent has always been to break free from the conventional, to challenge the status quo. After much contemplation, I made my decision. This is not just another speech. It's a call to action, a blueprint for transformation. Today, I choose to ignite the spark that will set a fire of movement, one that cannot be extinguished. The time for waiting, for reflecting, has passed. It's time for us to move, to act, to build the future we know is within our reach. Please allow me to share this vision, a plan that could illuminate the way toward a brighter tomorrow for us all. My plan, which I call the Low Income Transformation Process, or LIT, is a comprehensive, four-phase plan meticulously crafted to empower underserved communities through self-reliance and collective action. This transformative approach is designed to be independent of any government funding. In fact, we are bringing all the money and all the resources. By leveraging our collective assets and capabilities, we can create a self-sustaining model that reflects our commitment to self-reliance and community empowerment. The upfront benefits of the LIT transformation include transparent financial commitment with strategic planning. We begin by clearly outlining the total cost of the transformation, ensuring complete transparency. By treating this as a structured project plan, we eliminate the need for upfront funding requests, allowing us to obtain accurate quotes for our envisioned transformation. This approach addresses financial trust issues that have historically hindered progress, fostering confidence and accountability within our community. Community-driven design. This entire plan is conceived and developed by us for us. By leveraging our collective expertise and insights, we create solutions that are tailored to our unique needs and aspirations, ensuring that every aspect of our project reflects our shared vision and values. Comprehensive financial responsibility. We commit to covering the entire cost of transformation, reinforcing our dedication to self-sufficiency and community empowerment. This holistic financial responsibility ensures that the project remains sustainable and fully owned by us, fostering a sense of pride and accomplishment. Sustained community stewardship with official coordination. This last piece, I think, is the key piece of my plan. Post-completion, we established a structured governance model similar to a homeowners association to oversee the ongoing maintenance and enhancement of our community. This ensures that the transformation is not only preserved, but continually improved, fostering a culture of collective responsibility and sustained growth. Additionally, we coordinate closely with the mayor's office or any local government officials to ensure alignment with broader community goals and to secure necessary support. Leveraging social media for national engagement. We harness the power of social media platforms to amplify our efforts, creating a central point of contact that connects us with a broader audience. By sharing our journey, successes, and challenges, we inspire and mobilize others, fostering a nationwide movement of community-driven transformation. This digital engagement not only raises awareness, but also attracts resources and partnerships that further our mission. I often thought to myself, how powerful would Dr. King's movement have been if he would have had the internet? By embracing this comprehensive approach, we position ourselves as the architects of our future, transforming our community into vibrant, self-sustaining hubs of opportunity and prosperity. This plan is not merely a project, it is a powerful catalyst for change, embodying our collective strength, resilience, and unwavering commitment to a brighter tomorrow. That's it. That's the plan. We start to take a vested interest in our community long term. For the low-income transformation vision to become a reality and create lasting change, it will require a unified effort from all levels of society, poor, rich, professional, non-professional alike. This movement can only be realized with the establishment of a national organization, and for that, we need an agency or an individual with the financial means to fund and set up this essential structure. I'm ready to do my part by providing a detailed plan and framework needed to get us started, but the financial backing to make it happen is critical. It will take the strength of a commitment of everyone to bring this vision to life, and the first steps is securing the resources to begin. African Americans have endured unimaginable hardships, fought valiantly for equality, and contributed immeasurably to the foundation of this great nation. From the resilience of our ancestors who endured the horrors of slavery to the courageous leaders of the civil rights movement, we have faced adversity with unwavering strength and determination. Our journey has been marked by bloodshed, sacrifice, and an unyielding pursuit of justice. It is time for us to step into our rightful place as leaders, to illuminate the darkness with the light of our collective wisdom and experience. We owe it to ourselves and to the future generations to create a legacy of empowerment, opportunity, and pride. Our children deserve a future where they can flourish, unburdened by the chains of inequality and injustice. As Langston Hughes once wrote, the only way to get a thing done is to start to do it, then to keep on doing it, and finally you finish it, even if in the beginning you think you can't do it at all. This powerful insight reminds us that the path to transformation begins with a single step, sustained by unwavering commitment and perseverance. We must start, continue, and see our efforts through to fruition, no matter the obstacles. That's it. I've thrown the gauntlet down. We can no longer blame anyone for our continued disunity. The numbers are in and show that we are a force to be reckoned with. It's time to transform. We must own our own future here in this beautiful country and become the solution. I told you before I was going to break the mold. I put our history in context for us, showed us our challenges, and gave a plan for the way ahead. I even brought PDF copies. As I mentioned before, my superpower is putting it all together. Someone needs to put this platform together so we can start this. I'm ready. You will hear me say this over and over. A stronger Black community equates to a stronger America. A stronger Black community equates to a stronger America. Until more are succeeding than failing, then we are not done. There's more work to do, and I ask you, it's time to get up,